What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ricky Bobby Show. I was coming to you guys. I ain't made a video in a few days, and I just wanted to reach out to you, say hello, and see what's going on out there in the free world out there. Now, I'm up here, just an update. I'm up here in Maine, the end of the United States, okay? I've already been up this way several times, but by this time, I'm all the way up at the very, very top. I mean, I can't go no further, okay? Now, the point of the video of this today is I met a pretty unique person out here on the road. I met, you know, everybody always asks about prostitutes and all that, and I have yet I haven't met any, okay? But I had the opportunity to meet one, okay? And her name's Jennifer, all right? I mean, it wasn't nothing funny or nothing, you know. But I asked her, I said, you know, what's it like in the life of a prostitute, you know? I was curious. I mean, people that know me, they know me. I ask questions, those kind of things. Well, understanding from her heart and where she came from and where she's been and where she's coming from and where she's headed, I mean, y'all know me. I'm you know, I ask questions and pretty intuitive. Now, after speaking with her, I got to digging in and learning a little bit more about that lifestyle. And guys, that's not easy. You know, I can only imagine, you know, I have a 14-year-old daughter. I couldn't imagine my daughter being out in the streets. I was just watching a video about a 16-year-old girl that was out in the streets and had sex with over 100 men, okay? Nay, stop, no, and don't, okay? I can't imagine that. I can't imagine anybody, any girl, not just my family, but anybody out here in this world being led and beat up and smacked around, and just the things that they have to go through out here on these streets in the cold weather and you know, going hungry or you know, being stuck at a freaking, you know, truck stop, for crying out loud, you know. But I mean, there's just all these things that it broke my heart, because this is reality. This is reality that we actually live in. This happens. It's not a fairy tale. Those things do happen. And it was very, very, very much so an eye-opener for me. I mean, you always hear stories and you hear things about him. You hear, you know, this and that. But it's one thing when you actually see it with your own eyes, and you know, you're asking questions and getting answers. You know, you're not just watching it from a TV screen, or you're not just, you know, it's actually real life out here. Like, there are girls that are going through those situations, and, you know, and for whatever reason, you know, everybody has a story. I mean, you've seen in every video, everybody has a story. Everybody has of where they're coming from and their why they're doing it. And some, you know what the sad thing is, some of these people don't even have they don't have a choice. You know, they don't have a choice. They don't have a, you know, they can't say, no, I'm not going to do this, because, you know, they have some guy behind them that they fell in love with years ago or whatever, and slapping them around, telling them, no, they better go suck some dick or else. Excuse my language, but, you know, I mean, the fact of the matter is, there is bad people out here. And it's terrible. It breaks my heart. It really does. It's realization on the life that, how shitty life can be to someone, you know, and the things that they have to go through and deal with on a daily basis. So in that aspect, you know, I've seen one prostitute out here, and I got the luxury of asking the questions, and it's like, damn, you know, this shit's real out here. You know, and all I can think about is my kiddo and all the other girls out there in the world that are dealing with this, you know. Because at the end of the day, you know, one thing that girl told me, she said, you know, every time that she was with someone, a piece of Jennifer went away. You know, can you imagine that? Every time that she was with someone, a piece of Jennifer went away. You know, and there's no telling how many I've learned. You know, they're tricks. that's what you know. When you pay for it, you're a trick or a John. But bottom line is, you know, I can't imagine that. It's like, you know, a piece of your soul, a piece of your body, a piece of you being taken for doing a job. That's like that'd be like me every time I deliver a load, a piece of me and my spirit and my heart being taken away. I can't imagine it. I can't wrap my mind around it, but I can understand it. I just can't wrap my mind around it to really fully experience it. I've never experienced it, so I can't understand it. But that's just life on the road with old Ricky Bobby. It's part, you know, I promised as I would share my experience with you guys, and that's one that just caught me this week. You know, it's like, man, the things that we come across every week is a different week, a different day. You know, most importantly, don't take life for granted, people. Apply your time and your effort into people that need to be applied into. You know, show those little girls what real men are. Not take advantage of them. You know, it breaks me down every single second of every single day. Thinking about that right now, I'm like, man, what the hell? That this is our reality, and that people do go through those things. Well, anywho, I'm up here in Pennsylvania, or in Maine. I'm fixing to go through a hell of a ice storm. So if y'all don't hear from me in a few days, start calling or looking for me, because I'm stuck in the snow somewhere. There's a pretty bad storm on the way, and I'm gonna have to go through. So hopefully I can beat it if I can ever get in and get out of this place. I've been here since yesterday. So that's another one from Ricky Bobby. And as always, don't get none on you. And if you do, make sure it's worth it.